Hi guys, welcome back to another video. We're gonna be talking about thoughts. Yo, this has been something that's been very heavy on my heart lately because I'll say the past 5 years, the Lord has been just exposing a lot of things when it comes to my thoughts and how I think and like things that are coming up in general and how I live my life. And the thing about thoughts is that it reflects in our life. Okay, you're gonna see it in your relationships with people. You're going to see it when you get into romantic relationships. You're going to see it when you go to work and your mindset on how you work at work. You're going to see it when you're in school. You're going to see it really shows up in your mindset and how you show up in every area of your life. And what the thing that's really important to understand about thoughts is that our thoughts do not define us. Our thoughts are not us, right? Our thoughts are not our identity. Our thoughts do not get to control us. And you can either let your thoughts make or break you. It's up to you. You can either use it as a tool and as a power to kind of engine it and make a use out of it and make it work for you, or you can just let it control you. It's up to you. One thing I understand is that we don't necessarily have to, because our thoughts are like a lot, right? Like there is a scientific study on negative thoughts and how much of negative thoughts that we have on per day, like the average negative thoughts that we have per day. Like I'm sure there's a scientific study on that, and it's quite a lot, and it's actually scary. So just given that, there is a lot when it comes to thoughts and what we're thinking every single day of our lives. Like you wake up and it's like the day rolls and you're thinking, it's like non-stop. And a few things that I've learned in my life about thoughts is that, number one, I had to really dive deep into understanding that, okay, I need to observe my thought. That's something that I started to realize, is that observing my thought is the thing that will help me long term. Number one. Number two, I have a very good understanding of, okay, my thoughts are gonna either just troll me and basically control me and control my emotions, my decisions, everything within my life, or I can just use my thoughts for the greater good and use it as power. A lot of people that are successful, a lot of people that are doing well in life and they're thriving, and you see them just living their best lives and just being successful and achieving things at a high level. These people, it's not that they don't have negative thoughts or they're different than you. The only difference is that they've learned how to control their thoughts in a way, not control their thoughts as in like they literally control it, but as in they've learned how to work around it. They've learned how to observe their thoughts. They've learned how to sit with their thoughts and kind of be able to stop. I don't know where I saw this, but I heard something that says, if you cannot like basically calm yourself down and sit down and like actually stop your thoughts because they're just coming at you, they're just like, bro, they're just coming at you. So like if you don't know how to sit down and like calm down and like actually like sit with yourself and slow down your thoughts and be able to observe it, then your thoughts are controlling you. I'm pretty sure I read this in the book The Power of Now. I think I read this in there. It's been a while since I read that book, but even in that book, there's a reference that says you are not your mind. There is a literal reason for that. So we need to understand that our thoughts, they come from our past. They come from our experiences. They come from our traumas. They come from how we were raised, how we were conditioned, how we operated in the past. That is why we think the way that we do. So it's important to understand where they come from, why we are the way we are, and why we think the way that we think. But it's also very important to understand that we have to be able to observe those thoughts, understand them, sit with them, kind of be able to see like, what is this? Like, you need to be able to sit with yourself and kind of observe the thoughts. Somebody commented this on my other video, and it's very interesting because actually this is a video that I've been really wanting to make, and it's like, it's something that I'm actively working on my life also, like, and so with observing your thought comes renewing your thought, the renewal of your mind. You need to be renewing your mind every single day. For example, if there's a pattern of negative thinking, you need to be able to replace that with a positive way of thinking. And I talk a lot about this on my videos, but the Bible literally tells us to renew our mind. to renew our mind. So your thoughts literally can be controlled by anything in this world. I mean, there's so much information. Here's why your thoughts are so important, and the understanding of observing your thoughts and renewing your thoughts are so important. And the reason I'm even talking about this, it's because your thoughts have literally been shaping your whole entire life. So whatever you're at in your life, whether that's status, whether the level of way of thinking, whatever the case may be, where you're at right now is literally been shaped by the thoughts that you've been thinking up until this point of your life. It's been shaping your past, it is shaping your current like where you are right now. Your mindset, how you think, literally is shaping your current moment right now. So if you want to be lazy and you don't want to do anything, and in your mind that is just how you think, that's exactly the situation you're in. If you want to be somebody who achieves things, who gets things done, who executes, then that's exactly where you are. You're getting things done. There are results that are coming in. Vice versa. Like, there's so much that we can, there's so many examples that I can give, but in a nutshell, like, whatever you've been thinking is the result of your life. How unhappy you are, even how unhappy you are and how content you are in your life is another result and another indicator of the way you think, literally. And this, I am literally a testimony. I'm walking to talk about that, because I've learned how unhappy my thoughts have made me in the past. And so the reason I say that is because the reason why this topic is so important, and this is something that we should be aware of in our day-to-day lives, is because our thoughts have been shaping our past. It's been shaping our whole entire life as we know it up until this point. It is shaping our current moment right now. And if we don't know what we're doing, if we're not aware of it, if we're not observing it, and if we are not renewing our mind and we're setting ourselves up for success in the future, it will be shaping our future to come. This is so important that we are aware of what it is that we're thinking, what we're putting in our mind, what we're seeing, what we're around, our environment. Everything is important, because ultimately it will alter the life that you live. And if you are not aware and you're intentional in how you do all of that, it's gonna be not pretty. Every day we should be working towards that, because if we don't know how to control our thoughts and what we're thinking and what we're letting in, ultimately we become slaves to it and it will control us. Or we can choose to observe what it is that is coming in our mind and be aware of it, and ultimately make that our power.